Hey you, what up? Welcome to my channel. Welcome back to today's episode of what's new in makeup for the month of July. In this video, I'm going to be testing out and showcasing all of the newness for the month. I'm going to be talking about all the new launches from high-end brands to drugstore brands and everything in between. Of course, I'm going to be slapping everything to my face as I always do to create this look that was inspired by the products and nothing but the products. So with that said, let's keep it jazzy. Let's get into this video. Subscribe if you aren't already, notification bell, Wednesdays and Sundays videos. Let's hit it. What's new in makeup for the month of July? Let's slap it all on. No new primer, so I'm going for an oldie but a goodie. I'm determined to fully use up this MaryamNYC Yummy Skin Blurring Balm Powder. I'm almost there, and I'm determined to finish it. Alrighty, so we have a lot of newness today in this video. So much newness that it's taking over this entire room. But the first new product that I'm going to test out is actually from Key's SOULCARE, and it is a 2-in-1 concealer plus skin tint. This is what it looks like. Here we have a couple of people that I recognize. Alicia, of course, and also my boo Ivan right here, Ivan Ba. And here are the shades that were sent to me. So it looks like I have a few shades in the medium tan range. So this is a skin-like 2-in-1 concealer plus skin tint at $28. We also have a natural look concealer brush. This is $16. We also have a sponge. So that is what I'm going to be testing out. I think I'm going to start out with shade 350N and also 340W. I tested these earlier on my wrist. They are a little bit too tan for my current skin tone, but I'm going to make it work. So this is kind of cool because it comes with a concealer-like applicator, a doe foot applicator that's pretty wide. So I'm going to apply that strategically, I guess, to the center of my face, just like that. This is the neutral shade. And then I'm going to take the warm shade 340 and I'm going to apply that to the perimeter of my face. I think 350 is probably a better match. The 340W looks a little bit too saturated, a little bit too orangey for me, but that's okay. I'm gonna make it work. I'm gonna take my Lawless foundation brush. I'm gonna start stippling that into my face. Actually, that 350N looks like a pretty decent match. And this does go on very, very smoothly and very skin-like. Huh. So I'm blending out the lighter shade first, the one that I applied to the center of the face, and then I'm gonna blend that with the warmer shade, with the more saturated one. I feel like the coverage on that is pretty decent. I would say it's light to medium, but it's enough to cover my spots, my breakouts, and it feels quite comfortable and quite lightweight on the skin, which I really like. I love when makeup doesn't feel like makeup, and this is something that Key's SOULCARE and Alicia strive to achieve with their brand. They really want it to be a makeup skincare hybrid, and they really aim to enhance the skin rather than cover the skin. Okay, so far so good. I definitely like the neutral shade a little bit better for me. I think the warm is a pinch too warm, but I'll keep it around anyway. Even though this isn't the color of my natural tan, I tend to tan a little bit more olive, but for now it'll work. So then I'm gonna use the same product to cover up some of my spots, to concentrate the concealer on my spots. Kind of want to add a little bit of brightness in a few other areas like that. Then I'm gonna use this brush, this concealer precision brush. I like this brush a lot, actually. This is the type of brush that I typically use for concealer, so this is very intuitive for me. So far, I gotta say I'm a fan. This by no means looks bad. This looks actually very, very healthy and very glowing, and the best part is that I don't feel it on the skin. Of course, I don't know how this will wear. Maybe I should have done a separate review just for this product, but I have so much newness. I really wanted to show you guys what's up in new makeup. But I'll let you know how this wears, because after this, I'm planning on going out and getting some tacos, some much needed tacos. It's been a minute since I've had those, and so I'll have a good opportunity to test this face base. All right, let's move on to our next product, which is actually in the Corrector category, and it's from none other than Huda Beauty. Ta-da! First of all, I gotta say that I really appreciate all of these makeup travel cases from Huda. I really love them. They're really great quality. They're well made. Huda always sends these in her PR, and I always end up using them for my travels, for my storage, and this one is perfect. I like that it's clear so you can see right through it. It's kind of like a Zucca bag but much longer. But anyway, we're not here to talk about that. We're actually here to talk about the new color correctors. There are 5 of them for all different skin tones, from the lightest pink pomelo to deepest blood orange and everything in between. Peach, mango, papaya. I'm gonna go ahead and try the 2 lightest ones, the peach and the pink pomelo, and this is meant to counter counteract dark circles, I'm gonna start with the pink pomelo. I'm gonna add just 3 dots on this eye, and then I'm gonna do the peach on my other eye, even though this eye is probably less dark than the other one. So I'll do smaller dots here. The colors are very similar. The undertone is very, very peachy. And I think I'm gonna use the same Key SOULCARE brush, just because this is what I would use anyway. This is actually lovely. This is kind of reminding me of a pink concealer and that whole ombre concealer trend. I like that. I probably wouldn't even conceal this. I think this is pretty and flattering just to wear on its own. Let me go ahead and do the peach. The peach is perfect, actually. I would say this is probably my shade because it doesn't look too bright and it looks completely natural. Like I just erased my entire darker under eye. Even though I'm not someone who really suffers from this, but still, everybody has a little bit of discoloration under the eye, and this completely takes care of what I had. Okay, let's try a little bit of concealer on top. Should I go for the Key SOULCARE? I guess why not? It's here. I'm just gonna add a dot and another dot. I mean, effortless. Really, really effortless. I like both, and I'm gonna keep both. I can see myself reaching for both of these colors just for like different occasions. The lighter one, if I want maximum brightening, and then the peach one if I just want a natural skin matching type of look. I should also probably try the mango, but because I'm not someone who has a big concern for the under eye darkness, I feel like these 2 shades will be just enough for me. All right, so now I'm gonna just quickly set that so that it does not move. I'm gonna use my Dominique Cosmetics, which is not new, but it is very, very loved, Rosita powder. Just a light little set and a light set here. And let's move on to some cream blushes. I have some cream blushes from YENSA Beauty, all 6 of them. And I've been meaning to test these out, and today is the day. Here are all the 6 shades. I'm gonna go for Pink Bliss. I really want a pinkier blush today. Oh, and this is perfection. So I'm gonna try this out with my fingers first, because this is a cream blush. Just swirl that in there. It feels pretty balmy to the touch. I'm gonna stamp that here and here. That is pretty pigmented for a balmy blush. Wow, wow. This is actually reminding me of the Danessa Myricks cream color palettes. There's a hot pink blush in that palette that is unlike anything else, and this is the first time that I'm seeing anything similar. This is blending out like a dream. Not too balmy finish at all. I'm very impressed. And the way that this is able to maintain the color is what's particularly impressive. The color is in fact spreading, but I'm not lifting it off. Let's try that on this side. Very, very easy to use, very intuitive, beautiful color, and the finish is gorgeous. I would even dare to say flawless. The finish is flawless. I have some bumps here, but this is not by any means enhancing my bumps. In fact, I feel like it's kind of helping to hide them a little bit, and the color is just so fresh and so pretty. I'm just so impressed at first impression, that is. I'm gonna go ahead and set the rest of the face because I don't believe I have a cream bronzer to test out that's new. I'm gonna use something old and very loved, my Essence 16 Hour Cover and Last powder. I'm determined to finish this one as well. I'm gonna set my face lightly, just like that. And then I'm gonna apply my Bare Minerals to the center of the face to smooth some of these bumps. Okay, and as you can see, I kind of left the top of the cheekbone wet just because I like to let that natural shine act as my highlighter. But I do actually want to test out a powder blush from Catrice. These Air Blush Glows that I've been talking about for a while. They've just been sitting here and I've been meaning to test them out. And so today is the day. I'm gonna go for shade Berry Breeze. Looks like a coral shade to me, honestly. Not too much berry. Decent amount of product. I feel like I may not even need all that much. I'm gonna start with the back of the cheek and just kind of sweep it. Ooh, that is vibrant. That is very, very vibrant. Look at that. But I will say it is pretty. I know the blush trends are kind of over the top right now, and it's a little hard for me to get with the program just because my cheeks are on the larger side, and when I apply blush to the entirety of my cheek real estate, it just seems to be taking over my entire face. I feel like that trend is not for everyone. If you have a narrower face, perhaps this is a trend that is for you, but if you have a wide face where the most prominent part of your face is your actual cheeks and your cheekbones, then maybe perhaps you should be careful, like me. Like, I know this is the blush trend right now. This is what all the Gen Zs are doing, all the young TikTokers, this is what I'm seeing. But I can't help but feel just a little bit clownish wearing this on my face. That's just me. But I definitely do like this trend on other people. Like, I saw Meredith, the foundation girl, do this gorgeous avant-garde look with pink blush, with pink eyeshadow. It was all sort of like flowing into each other and it looked so cool. But I just knew I could never pull that off. Not with my features, you know? So I'm gonna tame that down just a bit so that it could be more wearable on me. I feel like I was able to achieve that, no? Like just toning down the blush with a little bit of powder. It's still keeping that blushing effect, but it's not taking over my face and like my entire appearance. Time for my Alani gummies. I'm such a sweet addict, and this is only 90 calories, so it makes me kind of feel a little bit guilt-free. Okay, so now let's move on to brows. Yes, brows. I have a new brow gel to test out from Physicians Formula, and it is the Butter Brazilian Brow Lift Brow Gel. Brazilian Brow Lift? Makes me think of other things. But okay, let's try it. Okay, so off the bat, I don't love the applicator. It is a little bit too small, but maybe I shouldn't complain because it is actually pretty good for back combing. All right, so I just applied this brow gel product throughout the entirety of my brows, and it looks like this brow gel is actually making my brow hairs stick to the skin, which is amazing because this brow gel is probably very inexpensive given the fact that it is Physicians Formula. And if that's the case, then this might be a dupe for the Got2b and for the Benefit 24-hour brow setter. I think it is. I think this is sticking. I'm gonna use the tube and just hold my brows in place to really stick them in place. There we go. And it looks like that worked out. I am seeing a little bit of that white flakiness that sometimes happens with brow gels, which tells me that you can't really make mistakes. If you glue your brow down, you have to be precise almost off the bat, because if you make any mistakes and if you want to redo it, that's when the flakes actually happen. Okay, it's not as strong as the Got2b and the Benefit 24-hour brow setter, but it's decent. I feel like with a little bit of finesse, I'll be able to understand how quickly this brow product works, and I'll be able to figure out the best way to use it for me. I think if you don't have very thick brows, and if your brow hairs aren't as coarse as mine, you will probably really enjoy this product because it definitely does glue down the hairs and it keeps them shiny. So far so good. Could it be that I found yet another brow product that I like? Could this be the summer of brows? I'm beside myself. I'm just gonna go ahead and grab the brow pencil from the Rare Beauty PR package that I reviewed in my last video, so you can check out that review. But I don't have any new brow pencils, so I'm just gonna use this one. And I'm just gonna fill in the sparse areas that need a little bit of filling. Okay, brows are looking rather natural, rather snatchural. I'm here for it. Well, let's move on. I have an eyeshadow palette, a new eyeshadow palette that I honestly probably should have done a separate video for, but you know what? That's okay. It is from Too Faced, and it is the new Cosmic Crush palette. I haven't even opened it up. I have no idea what it looks like, but from the looks of it, it is a very evening appropriate type of palette. There's some really pretty celestial shades in here, like this one called Hypernova. I like some of these purples, some of these shifty metallic
color similar in appearance to violet light. In the rod color model historically used in the arts, purple is a secondary color created by combining red and blue pigments in different proportions. In the CMYK color model used in modern printing, purple is made by combining magenta pigment with either cyan pigment, black pigment,
thank you, Alexa,
or both.
That was really weird. AI is really making its way into my household and into my videos and into your videos. Wow. Like I was saying, without the interruption, I do like some of the purple shades. Yes, purple is created by combining red and blue. This we know. But I actually think that purple is one of those colors that is almost a neutral color when it comes to eyeshadow. This is something that I feel almost all people are comfortable with wearing on their eyes, even if they're neutral people, like people who are into neutral shades, you know? So I guess that's what I'm gonna go for. I'm gonna use the Too Faced Shadow Insurance. Really wanna go for an effortless look today. Nothing too crazy. So I'm gonna prime my lids. I'm gonna start with this light Frost in Space color. This looks like a pink lavender golden shift. I'm gonna add that to the center of the lid. Wow, there is absolutely no payoff whatsoever. That was so disappointing. No, this is the most barely there eyeshadow ever. What the F? No, it looks so pretty in the pan and I can barely see it on my lids. Wow, what a disappointment. I'm a little bit shook. Okay, I'm gonna try a different color. Really wanted that to work. The color palette is so pretty. Okay, I'm gonna try this Too Spaced. Looks like a mauve-y matte shade. Okay, this one's better. There's some color payoff. Gonna apply that to my lid on a diagonal. and just like this, and kind of blur that out. Okay, it has a little bit of a satin sheen to it. Very pretty color. Very, very pretty. Thank God, because that first one was so disappointing, and it was equally as pretty in the pan, if not prettier. I really wanted that one to work. All right, again, adding that at a diagonal. I don't want anything crazy today. I just want a very easy breezy, beautiful, wearable type of summer look. Okay, I'm gonna take this shade out of this world. This one looks a bit deeper and also a bit grayer. I'm just gonna add that for some depth, like that. And then I'm gonna attempt to pick up the shade Ultraviolet and slap that across the lid in the place of that first color. I don't know, this shade isn't the best either. It looks so pretty in the pan, but it's hardly translating on the skin. I don't understand. It doesn't feel dry or chalky in my finger, but it's hardly sticking to the lid. It's just a little disappointing. I don't know. I was expecting much more. Okay, I think I was able to make it work, but just not translating the way that this does. This gives me color. This gives me pop. This definitely gives me that cosmic ambiance, but the colors on my lids are looking just a little bit meh, just a little bit blah, sadly. I don't even know what more I can do, really. I really wanted that purple pop, and I don't think I have a pop. I think I have more of a wash going, like a purple wash, and it's okay. I don't know, the rest of the colors don't really interest me as much. I'm just gonna put that palette down, sadly. But I do have this cool PR package from Wet n Wild, and it's a collaboration with Alice in Wonderland. This is called Lost in Wonderland, and in it we have so many new things and so many different options. There's this cool shimmery liquid eyeliner in here that I definitely want to test out. There's some lippies. There's even an eyeshadow palette in here that looks a little bit too glittery for my liking. There's highlighter and bronzer palettes, and then there's a whole other tray in here filled with other stuff. There's a glitter mascara, there's a lipstick, there's a gloss, there's even a brush set. I think these things I'm gonna save for my sister. It looks just a little bit too kiddish to me, but the thing that I was kind of interested in was this glitter liner. It did look kind of cool, and so I am gonna test it out. I like the fact that it is a brush, but the liner itself is very sheer but shimmery. So this is great to add to the inner corner or to anywhere you want a little bit of an accent. Like say you want a little glitter accent underneath your brow. This is really easy to do with this liner, just because it's so precise and so small. So this I'm gonna keep. There's a limited edition bronzer palette in here that also has highlighters, also a blush palette, but I'm gonna go for this Curiouser and Curiouser highlighter palette. I like that it has all these really bright, whimsical shades, fairy-like shades. I'm curious about these two, so I'm gonna swirl them together. Generally, I'm a big fan of Wet n Wild highlighters. I feel like they are very slept on. This one I will say is a little bit more glittery than highlightery, so perhaps not for me, but you get the idea. Another thing that I was curious about was this new product for Valentino Beauty. I just got a couple of things in the mail, and this was one of the ones that really intrigued me. It's kind of like a loose glitter that's meant for the lip and cheek, and it comes with this cool little brush. So I was interested in trying it, perhaps on my cheek. I mean, this is really, really chunky glitter for the lip and cheek. So I'm just gonna add that to my lid. Okay, that kind of dressed up the eye, even though this clearly is not meant for the eye. I think the glitter particles are just way too big, and they can easily get inside your eye, which could be problematic. There's a lot of fallout. They're not really sticking to anything. But you know what? I guess we're going for this very fairy tale, whimsical kind of look today. I was trying to do something really easygoing, but apparently not. So this is just what we're working with. I actually also have a mascara from Valentino Beauty, but I don't know what the heck I did with it. It's nowhere to be found. So instead, I'm gonna test out the new Huda Beauty mascara. And once again, the adorable makeup case and the adorable mirror. So here we have Huda's new One Coat Wow Mascara. I've been seeing this all over the gram. So this is what I want to test out and try out. I'm gonna curl my lashes and I'm gonna test this out. I'll be honest, when I saw this brush, I was not impressed. This is not a brush that typically works for me. This is generally something that works better for really, really long lashes. But apparently this mascara is the truth, so I need to see what the fuss is all about, despite the gimmicky brush. Really thick formula, so it is sticking to those little lashes. Wow, I don't hate it. I actually like it at first impression. One coat was enough for me. I like that it goes on really quickly. I like that the lashes are separated, not too clumpy, though I don't mind a clumpy look. Okay, I think this is legit. Now I am seeing that this lash is slowly losing its crimp. Perhaps I applied a little bit too much to the actual curl. But I'm seeing my lash straightening out, and that is a no bueno for me. Perhaps the formula is too heavy for my little lashes. I like the way that it looks on this side, but this one is just a little bit droopy. Do you guys see it, or am I nitpicking? Okay, let's leave it at that. I almost forgot. I've got some bronzer contour palettes and powder format that I really wanted to test out, but I feel like I have so much going on my face that if I add any more powder, I'm gonna start looking a little too heavy and too makeup-y. So I'm just gonna go for the light one. I'm gonna use my tiny lime crime brush. Ooh, very powdery. I'm gonna see if I can use that to contour my nose. Oh yes, indeed. This is actually a pretty good color for me because it's so subtle. It is so gray. It looks like a shadow. It definitely just chiseled out that nose. So sorry, camera cut off, but the nose is snatched. I'm just gonna do that. Separate the bulbous part of my nose and just round out this tip. Cute. I think I like it. And there's also a much deeper contour palette, by the way. And I'm using the lightest shade of the lighter palette. This is contour 1. This is contour 2. I'm gonna add a little bit underneath my lip, a little bit right there. Okay, cute, 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 cute. I'm gonna grab my bronzer brush. Again, dip it into that lightest shade. Let me see if I can just add that to this area here. I'm literally looking at myself in the monitor because this area is so hard for me to see in my mirror. That's really all I want to do. Just wanted to test the color and see if this is indeed a contour shade. And I think it is. So now let me make them match. Ooh, I think I applied too much. Gonna blend that out. Ooh, she's looking fresh. I think I like it. I have just a few products left to test out, and they are mainly in the lip category. I have something new from K-beauty brand AMUSE, and also from MAC. Look at these cute little bags. So as always, I need to show you what's new in makeup, and this is what's new. We have a few collaborations between MAC and some influencers. ALISSA ASHLEY, JODIE WOODS, and WOLFIECINDY. ALISSA is someone who I know personally, so I think I'm gonna go ahead and try ALISSA's. I believe these are lip kits, or lip combos, if you will, that these content creators have put together. In this kit, we have a matte lipstick, an amplified lipstick, and also a gloss. Okay, Alyssa, but where is the lip liner? I'm a lip liner girl, so I'm gonna go ahead and reach into one of these. This is in collab with JODIE, and JODIE has a lip pencil and cork. She has a lip gloss in clear and also another lip gloss. And let's see what we have from WOLFIECINDY. We have Soar, we have a powder kiss lipstick, and we also have a lip gloss. You know what? I feel like this sounds like it's up my alley. And I think it'll also go with another product that I want to test out from another content creator influencer. All right, so I'm gonna reach for Soar. This is not a new color. This is a color that's been existing for a very long time, but these lip combos are sold as a set. I don't believe this is actually included, but I could be wrong. All right, I'm gonna use Soar to line my lips. So hard to line lips and make videos at the same time. I don't know why, but it's one of my least favorite things to do on camera, just because it requires some concentration for me. And it's also really hard to show you because my mirror is constantly covering my mouth. But I will say, MAC's lip liner pencils, when they're new, have some of the best formulas out there. Even when they're old, their formula gets a little bit drier, but it's still totally manageable, totally workable. I'm a big fan. Lips are lined. Next thing I want to do is actually reach for a new product from AMUSE in collaboration with my girl, Glow by Ava. Here's a picture of Ava. She is a TikToker. She talks a lot about K-beauty products and skincare, and she has collabed with AMUSE to create her own dew tint for the lips, which is a perfect nude color that looks natural on any skin tone. I'm so excited. And this one is called Honey Fig by Ava. I'm gonna test it out. First of all, this smells delicious. I have already swatched this on my hand the other day, but look at the shade. Together with Soar, it is like the perfect combo, especially if you're someone who's not really into that blurred out type of lip look. If you're looking for something a little bit more Western and like with a lip liner, this is a really nice combo and I really love it. So congratulations to Ava, and also congratulations to WOLFIECINDY, to my girl ALISSA ASHLEY, and also to JODIE WOODS. Congratulations ladies on all of your collabs. Congratulations to my boo Ivan for being one of the faces of SOULCARE. I feel like I saw a lot of familiar faces in today's little roundup of what's new in makeup. And on that positive note, I think I'm actually done with my makeup, and here is my final look. I'm ready to showcase. What do we think? I'll tell you what I think. Love the lips, love the brows. I like I don't love the skin. Perhaps I could live without this glitter that's on my cheeks. But overall, I think the look is wearable. I think it is easygoing. It is kind of fun, but not too over the top, which is what I was going for anyway. I wanted something that's everyday and wearable, something fun, but testing out all this newness and seeing what we have new in makeup for this month in July. So with that said, I'm gonna say farewell. I'm gonna let you guys tell me what were some of your favorite products in this trial so that we can talk in the comment section and so I can let you know what I think of all of these. In the meantime, I'm gonna zoom on out. I'm gonna go ahead and get tacos. I'm gonna wear this face to go get tacos, and I'll see you guys in my next video and also in the comment section. Peace out. I'm out. More videos over here. Deuces.